is number 3, a 160-pound junior, Cody Bench. The head football coach of the Gibbon Buffaloes is Jeff Montgomery, assisted by Mark McLaughlin and Scott Rasmussen. The Buffs are setting at 1-6 on the season. For the Wood River Eagles, their lineup looks like this. At center, number 51, a 6'3", 230-pound sophomore, Riley Egger. At the guards, number 50, a 6', 220-pound senior, Clint Lambrick. And number 58, 6', 200-pound senior, Dustin McCord. The tackles tonight are number 60, 6'4", 220-pound senior, Josh Yolk. And number 79, 6'3", 240-pound junior, Aaron Roberson. So also some size on the Wood River line. At tight end, number 10, 6', 180-pound junior, Shad Smith. And number 87, 5'11", 175-pound senior, Dylan Gill, as they line up in that power run formation. They'll go out of the Twins. They'll line up in a Maryland eye if they have to. And the up back is number 32, a 6', 195-pound senior, Tyson Brown. The fullback is number 49, 5'10", 180-pound junior, Johnny Martin. And the running back, or I-back, if you will, the tailback leading this team in rushing is number 5, Taylor McTavish, 5'8", 140-pound senior. And the quarterback for Wood River is number 13, a 6', 175-pound junior, Mitch Bossert. The head football coach for the Wood River Eagles is Derek Garfield, assisted by Dave Baugh, Darren Waddington, Mike Boss, and Dave Kimenow. The Eagles set at 5-2 on the season. Wood River's 2 losses coming to Gothenburg and Minden, who are also headed to the playoffs. And for Gibbon, their win coming against Centura earlier this year. And that's a look at the starting lineups brought to you by 5 Points Bank, the better bank.
Every Friday night, Sportsman's Restaurant and Lounge in sunny downtown Gibbon features all-you-can-eat family-style buffet. And every Saturday night, Sportsman's Restaurant and Lounge in Gibbon features the Ladies Cut Prime Rib Special. Good luck, athletes.
What's your favorite workout? Swimming, racquetball, Pilates, lifting, aerobics, cardio exercise? Guess who can get you in shape with all of these and more? It's where we build strong kids, strong families, and a strong community. It's our Grand Island YMCA.
Well, we're looking to another competitive football game tonight here on Power 99 and the World Wide Web at kkpr.com. So keep it here, and we'll bring you high school football. Don't forget, when we're done tonight, as always, it is the Midway CDJ Friday Night Scoreboard Show. DJ Johnson, Stacy Johns, and the whole crew back at the Power 99 studios, giving you a recap of the games from the area, highlights from the games, also wraps from games in the Tri-Cities. Also tonight, Silver Lake is in action. They are playing on our sister station, The Breeze, 94.5 FM. They are at Kiltner. Hastings is at Northwest on 1230 AM KHAS. Center Roars at Adams Central on ESPN 1550. So that's what's going on tonight. There was some high school football last night. There were not that many close games. One of the big games was St. Cecilia beating Grand Island Central Catholic in a top 10 battle of unbeatens in C1, and St. Cecilia no problem. Kearney qualified for the playoffs with their victory as well. A couple of other close wins. Southern Valley beat Ord out of this district, and it was St. Paul getting one better than Fillmore Central. Well, you've been listening to the New Tech Seed pregame show. Your yield leader. Contact Terry and Jason Stark or a New Tech Seed dealer near you. It's Wood River and Gibbon coming your way next on Power 99.
Is injury keeping you on the sidelines? Let Doctors Dan Slosky, Heber Crockett, and John Wright help you get back in the game. Fellowship trained in sports medicine, they can provide the necessary treatment and rehabilitation to get you on the field or court. New West Sports Medicine at 3219 Central Avenue, Suite 102, Kearney.
And it's Friday night. It's crisp in the air, and we are ready for high school football here on Power 99. The opening kickoff, Wood River, of course, in their home, fully clad purple tops and pants with the white trim. The traveling white and blue trim for the Gibbon Buffaloes. And Gibbon will be receiving to start the football game tonight. They will be moving from right to left. And for Wood River, they will be moving from left to right as you view it along your radio dial. There is hardly any wind to speak of. The flag just setting there on the flagpole to our right. And, of course, as we've said before, Wood River, kind of a field that sets north to south, but it's really kind of a catty-corner type field. So when the wind does blow, it never really seems to be at your back or in your face. As Wood River will put it on the tee, and it looks like tonight Brian Burr is going to be booting the ball away as we are ready to start Friday Night Football here on Power 99. And the straightaway kick is a line drive kick. It is bounced and picked up at the 10-yard line. 15. Gibbon looking for some running room to the 20, and that is Brett Clark. He'll bring it up to close to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll bring him down. First down and 10 for the Gibbon Buffaloes. In on the tackle was Lucas Bossert. Also in there, it looked like, was Johnny Martin. Bauer in there as well. Bauer, we remember him from a couple of weeks ago, a couple of fumble recoveries in that contest against the Minden Whippets. Gibbon will have to take care of the football tonight. There is no doubt about that. They must not turn this football over. So we're ready to get things going. Two men split out wide to the right this time. They will set down in a double tight end set. They come up to the line of scrimmage and really kind of are looking to the sidelines now for the play. The official finally gets the ball marked, and they'll come up over the football. Brett Clark, the running back, and Cody Benj, the quarterback. Long count, and Benj wants to throw on the first play. It's a little slant, and he throws behind the intended receiver, Logan Rivera. Just a little 7-yard slant, and it bounced behind him incomplete. So it'll be second down here. And expect to see quite a few passes in the air. They obviously have thrown the ball quite a bit this year. They have some athletes. Sometimes, though, as Coach Montgomery said, they look great, and then things go falling apart for them, whether it be the first half or the second half. Now they're going to go with an empty backfield and put Benj in the shotgun in a bubble formation to the right side. He'll roll to his right, has time, throws underneath. The pass is complete to Brandon Wallace. Wallace will bring it up to the 35-yard line and should have enough for a Gibbon first down. Going to be an 11-yard completion here for Cody Benj, and the first down of the football game for the Gibbon Buffaloes. Ken Doug Duda with you tonight here on Power 99. Usual partner Tony Davis is alongside Randy Bushcutter tonight with that football game going on in Elm Creek. And last check it was 21-14, and now we've got an official's timeout. And Gibbon not pleased with that because they were lined up and ready to go. They had a play set ready to run here. And now the official says, okay, let's play some football. So just the second, third play of this football game, and they're going to hand it off on the right side. They'll give it to Logan Rivera, who lines up in the backfield. He'll bring it up close to the 40-yard line, be pushed out right next to the Gibbon sideline. And a nice gain of about 4 on the play, maybe 5. Gill in on the tackle. They're going to call it a 5-yard gain there for Logan Rivera, a kid that can line up just about anywhere and do some good things for the Gibbon Buffaloes. So a gain of 5, second down and 5 on the first rush of the football game for Gibbon. They'll turn, they'll hand it off to him again, and this time he is smothered in the backfield by Josh Yilk. Yilk busted right through, almost untouched, and drops him for a yard, maybe a 2-yard loss back to the 39. And it's going to be third down and 7 yards to go. So a 2-yard loss on the play that time for Rivera. And it'll bring up third down and long. Gibbon would love to get off to a good start here. Whether it's a score or not, they'd like to chew up some field position. And they will put quarterback Cody Benj under center. And he will fake the handoff, roll to his right. Has some time, throws underneath. The pass is complete into the hands of his tight end. And that's going to be into Lindenstein. And he's going to be just short of the first down at the 45-yard line. It's going to be fourth down and 1. A gain of 6 on the play. And you know what? Tonight you might just see Gibbon go for it. And it looks like they are going to go for it. They've got nothing to lose. Win or lose, it's all for pride tonight. And let's see if they can make this fourth down conversion. 4th and 1 at their own 45-yard line. Benj comes up under center. And he is going to hand it off on the right side, Rivera. And Rivera is going to lunge forward, and I don't think he got it. They're going to mark him right on the 45. He needed a full yard, and he got a half. Brown on the tackle. He is short, and I don't even think they're going to bring the sticks in. Nope, they're going to say no yard. Turnover on downs to Wood River. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Gibbon 45-yard line. So even though they had some big fellows up front, Wood River knew what they were going to run on that play, and no gain for Logan Rivera, and turn the ball over to Wood River. They'll have excellent starting field position at the Gibbon 45-yard line, just underway, 9:47 to go here in the first quarter, and the Eagles will line up in that Maryland I, Brown, Martin, and McTavish behind their quarterback, Mitch Bossert. Double tight end, no wideouts. They'll give it to McTavish off the left side, finds a little bit of a gap and gets up to about the 41-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 4. Taylor McTavish, who has had some big football games this year, And for Taylor, he has carried it 146 times for 1,074 yards. He's averaging just over 7 yards a carry. He's had some big runs this year, 10 touchdowns on the season. Through the air, Mitch Bossert will put it up, but a lot of games he just doesn't have to. He is 525 yards, 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions on the season. Now they go to a shotgun formation with trips to the right side, a lone single to the left side, and it's going to be a quarterback draw for Bossert. He's going to get to the 40 and up to the 35-yard line right at the first down marker, and it should be enough to move the chains. They put it right on the line, and since they started on the line, well, they didn't exactly put it right on the line. So if it's not touching the line, he's going to be short, and it's going to be third in inches, as Mitch Bossert on the quarterback draw will pick up 5. So 3rd and an inch on the opening drive of the game for Wood River after stopping Gibbon on 4th and 1. Bossert on 3rd and short. He'll hand it to McTavish off the right side, and Taylor has the first down but only gets a couple of yards before he is brought down by Van Meter, and it'll be at the 33-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 2. Well, they gave him a little bit more than that. We'll call it a gain of 3 for Taylor McTavish, and the first down of the ball game for Wood River. They're not wasting much time in the huddle. They'll come right up over the football. Marked to the middle of the football field. They'll go shotgun set again. And Bossert with fullback Johnny Martin right next to him. And, yeah, he moved. There was some movement here. I don't know if it was from Johnny Martin or if it was from one of the men on the line. But Martin definitely leaned forward, and we will have our first penalty of the game. 5-yard illegal procedure on Wood River. And that's one thing that Gibbon may need a little help with tonight when you come in 1-6 against 5-2. A little help, see if Wood River will make some mistakes. But stand your ground. Make them work for every yard they get out here. And so that will make it 1st down and 15 now. Move the ball back to the 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Bossert to his right wants to throw. Into the gap, it's tipped into the air and incomplete. Tried to get the ball into the hands of Skylar Wissing. Well covered there by Gibbon, and when the ball flew in the air, bodies were jumping after it, but nobody really came close, as he was the only underman on the route. They sent a couple of guys deep, and that's where the safeties were. They didn't have time to react to the tip ball. They were just too far away. So Bossert's first pass of the ball game falls incomplete, and it'll be 2nd and 15 for Wood River. Scoreless first quarter, 8:10 to go. Gibbon went 4 and out, went for it on 4th, didn't get in the first possession now for Wood River. Toss sweep left side to McTavish. Tries to get to the corner, up to the 35. Spin move, gets a couple of more, out to about the 33-yard line, and Kenton in there on the tackle for Gibbon. But they get about half of what they needed, and that's exactly what the coach was looking for. Maybe not quite half. Give him a 5-yard, 6-yard gain. They're going to call it 3rd down and 10, as McTavish didn't get as much as it looked like initially. 3rd down and 10, and right now, again, for Wood River, they're in that area where they're probably going to go for it on 4th down anyway at the 33-yard line. So maybe see how much they can get on a run here and make that decision for the 4th down play if that's the case. They have 4 wideouts, and Martin, the lone man in the backfield. I wouldn't be fooled here. Bossert under center, and we've got penalty flags again. Looks like the man in motion went up the field too quickly. Mike Dibburn was in on the play. He was one of the 4 wideouts. And now this may change what Wood River has to do here strategically. Second illegal procedure penalty on this drive, and it'll be 2nd down, make it 3rd down, and 15 again. So 2 5-yard penalties. And Bossert ran towards the sideline, and I think Coach told him same play because he turned around and ran right back. So it will be 3rd down and 15. Out of the shotgun, they snap it over Bossert's head. He'll go back, pick it up on the hop, wants to throw it, and he's going to throw it away. Great play by the quarterback, the junior Mitch Bossert. He just threw that one away. In the area was Lucas Bossert, but he retreated, and he saw that the ball was going to bounce in the air, so he just grabbed it instead of having to fall on it, which in this case wouldn't have been all that bad. They still would have been in good punting situation. But now it's 4th down and 15 at the 38 of Gibbon, and probably a little too much yardage to try and pick up. It appears that Wood River is going to try and punt the football. Scoreless first quarter, 7:11 to go here in the opening stanza. Well, they're not going to line up to punt it. They're going to line up in that Maryland I. They've got 2 wideouts, skinny front line here. And back to passes Bossert. He pump fakes, throws underneath. The ball is complete to Brian Burr. Slips a tackle 25-20, and he should be real close to having the first down as he stretches the football across the 20, down to about the 18-yard line, and has the first down. That is going to be a gain of 21 on the play, and that is the kind of thing that Gibbon has seen happen to them all too often this year. They get a help from a penalty, they make pretty good defensive tackles, and then on 4th and 20, they come out, or 4th and 15, they come out and convert. Now Bossert to McTavish off the right side. He'll work for a couple of hard yards across the 15, down to the 14, and he's going to get 3. So McTavish, all the yards that he's been working on have been pretty hard-earned. 4 carries, 15 yards for him here on their opening drive. From Elm Creek, they're under a minute to go. It looks like Cambridge has just scored to make it 28-21 Elm Creek with 50 seconds to go. We'll get a final to you in just a moment. Right now it's 2nd down and 7 at the Gibbon 14. Again, the center snaps it over his head. This time Bossert picks it up, and he's in trouble. Slips through one man, wants to throw. Finally down the sideline, and it is complete at the 1-yard line. Somehow he threads the needle to Taylor McTavish, and it's 1st and goal at the 1 on a 13-yard completion. I don't think an NFL quarterback would have hung in there as long as Bossert did. He was right in front of his own bench. 4 guys around him. There were 4 defensive backs around McTavish, and somehow he threw it right to Taylor. I thought when he let it go, it was surely going to be picked off, but instead it is 1st and goal at the 1 for the Eagles. They line up in that Maryland eye. Bossert turns. He gives it to his fullback, and into the end zone, Tyson Brown for the Wood River touchdown. So Wood River converts a 4th and 15 and then hits an unlikely pass there. 2 times the center snaps it over quarterback Mitch Bossert's head, and both times Bossert retreats, picks up the ball, and does the right thing. And it is 6-0 in favor of Wood River with 6:04 to go. And now the extra point attempt. And in to try the PAT is Taylor McTavish. The holder is Michael Gibbon. The snap good, the placement good. The kick is low, and it might have been blocked. I think he slipped as he kicked the ball. And so the PAT comes up short. And with 6:04 to go here in the first quarter of play, it's Wood River 6 and Gibbon nothing. You're listening to high school football on Power 99. Bessenberg gets the ball on the tee. And Wood River getting ready to kick it off again. They kicked it off on the opening series of this football game, and now a squib kick. Going to roll and falling on it. Ball a little loose at the 31-yard line. Initially, it looked like Colt Benj would fall on it. It squirted out from under him, but still no problem, and I think that was Alex Steele that jumped on it. And it'll be 1st down and 10 Gibbon at their own 29-yard line with 6:03 to go here in the first quarter of play.
On the 29-yard line.
So Gibbon, who had a nice drive start of their first possession, were stuffed on 4th down and 1. So maybe a little confidence there, even though they trail now 6-0 as Wood River scored on their first possession. Under his center is the quarterback, Cody Benj. Lone man behind him is Clark. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, throws underneath, and Rivera is wide open. He breaks a tackle at the 35, stretches forward to the 42-yard line, and a 1st down. Boy, if you're going to cover anybody, you have to cover Logan Rivera, and he was wide open. That's going to be a 13-yard completion. Benj is 3 for 4 already in the football game for 30 yards and a 1st down. Move the ball up to the 41-yard line here for the Buffs. As we've said, they can move the ball, but they have run into problems defensively a lot of the year. Man in motion from left to right is Brandon Wallace, and again, Benj back to pass. He's looking for a backside one-on-one. And he's got it to Cunnaback. Great catch and double coverage across the 40 and down to the Wood River 37-yard line. Cunnaback caught it right on his fingertips. Beautiful reception. That's good for 22 yards. 1st down and 10.
38-yard line.
And Benj puts the ball right on the fingertips. And so some good news here for Gibbon as they're trying to answer the first Wood River score of the football game. 5.5 to go in the opening quarter. Wood River 6 and Gibbon nothing. Move the ball from the 41 down to the 37, 38-yard line. Nice 22-yard completion. Now they'll come with a little different look. Twins right-left, but very tight. And their running back Clark into block. Throw it out here to Rivera. It's complete at the 30. Slips one tackle and gets down around the 25, 24-yard line. It's going to be another 1st down for Gibbon. And Wissing and Martin in on the tackle. It's going to be a 13-yard completion and the 4th first down of this football game for Gibbon. So the Buffaloes, again, we've been telling you they've got some opportunities here. And on first down, back to pass again, throwing the slant pattern, and it's intercepted. The ball is intercepted and some running room for Lucas Bossert. He's to the 20, to the 30, 40, 50, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And I think Jeff Montgomery and his coaching staff would tell you that's what's been happening all season long to the Gibbon Buffaloes. They're moving the ball down the field. They're inside the 30-yard line, and then it's picked off for a nice return. So Benj throws one to the wrong uniform in on the slant. And so the interception, the ball will go all the way back to the Gibbon 40. Nice pick that time and return by Lucas Bossert. And we're going to have a timeout on the field as Wood River comes up to the line. Coach Garfield.
Caring for our community one patient at a time. ENT Physicians of Kearney and Family Hearing Center.
And welcome back out of the timeout. Here's a handoff to the fullback, Johnny Martin. Hole over the left side, 35-30. Good block downfield, 25-20, and Martin will walk into the end zone for the touchdown. 40-yard touchdown run for Johnny Martin on his first carry of the night, and how quickly the momentum changes. Gibbon moving the ball right down the field, and then one play after the interception, Johnny Martin goes with a little counter off the left side. Gibbon was heavy on the right side as you look at it offensively, and Martin, he was 15 yards away and already had the ball in the air. He knew he was going into the end zone, so that'll make it 12-0. And Wood River actually going to line up and go for 2. Since they missed the first extra point, it appears maybe they need some practice on that, but they're going to go for 2. And Bossert, the quarterback, is going to go himself out of the shotgun, and he stretches the ball across the end line, just barely getting in. Looked like he was hit pretty good there by Gibbons' Austin Jordan. And so that is how this play will end. This drive will end, a one-play drive, 14-0 Wood River. We'll be right back.
Where people come back time after time since 1979. 8th and Central Kearney.
Folks, this is Leighton with Holdridge Irrigation at Alda, your Renke pivot dealer. We offer a service program on Renke and other brand electric pivots. Replacing your old worn-out sprinkler package is another way to help increase yields, save money, and water. Stop by the store and talk about service or a new Renke pivot.
Wood River will kick it off as we come back to action here. The low short kick picked up by Wallace. Wallace will bring it up across the 20, the 25, 30, and he'll be knocked down there at the 31-yard line. Among those in on the tackle is number 21, Mike Dibburn. Sorry, Mike. And first down and 10 now for Gibbon. So down 14-0. Let's see if they can get something going. They've had something going, but the interception quickly turned into points, and it'll be first down and 10 again for the Gibbon Buffaloes. They'll line up. We've seen a variety of different formations already in this football game, but out of the shotgun is going to be the quarterback Benj. 3-step drop, pump fake, wants to go deep. Lost it out there. He's got a man. Great arm, but he overthrows him at the 45-yard line, trying to get it to Wallace. Incomplete. Only a second incomplete pass here in the first quarter for Benj, as Gibbon has already put it up 8 times. So he is 5 of 8 with an interception in this football game. Second down now with 4:27 to go. And a little air probably out of the sails here, the Gibbon Buffaloes. The coaches will have to keep them pumped up here. There's a lot of football to go. And again, they have been moving the ball. Benj out of the shotgun, rolls right, throws deep into single coverage, one-on-one, and a good defensive play. Again, they tried to get it to Wallace, and getting a hand on that one is Skylar Wissing. Good job by Benj. He had 2 men in the pattern, 3 defensive backs. He was double-teamed on one side with Rivera, I believe it was, so he went to Wallace, and again, a pretty good pass, and Wissing made a really good play to get up there and tip it away. So it's now 3rd down and 10 for Gibbon. And again, with all this passing, it tends to make the game a little bit longer, especially if they're not completed, but that has not necessarily been the problem for Benj. Still above 50% here in this first quarter. Now, bubble screen to the right side is what the setup is. Instead, he wants to go deep again, throws underneath. It is in and out of the hands of Wallace. He had it, and as he looked upfield, the ball fell out of his hands. He was going to have to go about 4 more yards on his own after the catch and did not. So after the interception, 3 straight incompletions and a 3-and-out here for Gibbon. So 4th down and 10 at their own 32-yard line, and they'll have to punt the football away right back over to the Wood River Eagles. So Wood River in good shape here, up 14-0 with 4:14 to go in the first quarter. And Wood River didn't have enough guys on the field, so back to kick it away is Van Meter. And he's able to handle it. High kick, he had some pressure, and it's just going to hang in the air, not deep at all. It's going to bounce and take a nice Gibbon roll of about 10 yards and die at the 43-yard line. It's only about a 25-yard punt, but Van Meter's pretty lucky that it didn't get blocked. He saw it coming, kind of had to alligator leg it. You've heard about alligator arming, but he kind of alligator legged it, and it came up straight in the air, and then it rolled about 10 yards. So 1st down and 10. It's going to be about a 25-yard punt there for the Gibbon Buffaloes. And Wood River will take over at their own 43-yard line, already leading in this football game 14-0. Out of the power I formation. They're going to turn and hand it to Johnny Martin on the same play he just scored on. This time they're a little more ready for it. Van Meter will meet him as he comes across the 50-yard line to the Gibbon 49. It's going to be a gain of 7, maybe 8. So he had a nice hole to start things off, and then Van Meter came over from the linebacker position and yanked him down. We'll give 8 yards on the play to Martin, 2nd down and 2. Tyson Brown, the up back. Johnny Martin, the fullback. Taylor McTavish is the I back in this Maryland I, and they still find a way to use a couple of wide receivers. So they don't use those tight ends very often. They'll go to the second man again, Martin, and he is going to fight right close to the 1st down marker before being stood up on the right side of the offensive line by Gibbon. Kenton's in there again on the tackle. Also in there on the tackle that time for the Buffaloes is going to be Sean Mitchell. And the officials are going to have to eye this one. And they're going to call it a 1st down. So a 2-yard gain for Martin, 3 carries, 50 yards, and move the sticks here for the Wood River Eagles. 5 first downs already here in the first quarter, 3:20. And as soon as everything gets set, they'll wind the clock, and here we go. 14-0 Eagles. They have scored on a 1-yard Tyson Brown run and a 40-yard Johnny Martin run. 1st down and 10, ball in the near hash by the Wood River sideline. Back to pass Bossert. 1 man in the pattern. It's thrown out here at the 35-yard line and going to the ground to make the catch. And it's going to be another 1st down as the Bossert boys hook up, throwing it from quarterback Mitch to Lucas. And that's going to be a nice gain on the play for another 1st down to the 35-yard line. We'll call it 13 yards through the air. And now Mitch Bossert is 3 for 4. So you can see that Derek Garfield, as he said a little bit in the interview, they want to keep working on their passing game. If they're going to be effective in the playoffs, they're going to have to throw the football. So another 1st down here for the Eagles. And the snap, they'll hand it off right up the middle, and not much there. About a yard up to the 34-yard line. And McTavish that time didn't have much going.
Run by McTavish.
He's got 5 carries for 16 yards so far in this football game. 2:40 to go. Again, a final score on our sister station, ESPN 1460. Elm Creek runs the table. They go unbeaten with a 28-21 win over Cambridge. Great football game over there in Elm Creek. 2nd down and 9. Wood River with the football. Toss sweep McTavish. He can't get all the way outside. Cuts up. Now comes outside across the 30-yard line. Down to the 28. He's going to get about 6, but it'll be 3rd down and 3. So McTavish, who's got some speed, you can tell that Gibbon is really keying on him. I think that's one reason Martin was able to break that 40-yard touchdown run. As they're watching McTavish, they know that's the man that could beat them, and they're really keying on him in this football game. Skylar Wissing will spread out wide to the left. Maryland I on 3rd down and a long 3, maybe 4. Call it a solid 3.5. Bossert rolls to his left, wants to throw. He's got some trouble in the backfield. Still rolling, and he is going to be sacked. Finally catching up to him and bringing him down is going to be Alex Lindenstein. Bossert knew he was coming but refused to throw the football away. He was looking for Wissing downfield. The only man in the pattern was double covered, and Mitch will just have to learn to let that one be thrown away and have it 4th down and 4 instead of 4th down and 12. 8 yards on the sack, the first of the ball game. And now, earlier in this quarter, they went for it on 4th and 15 and converted. Now it appears on 4th and 12 that they're going to punt it. So maybe that has something to do with the score, but a little head-scratcher there as Skylar Wissing stands at midfield. Snap to him, and he will punt it away. Nice punt. Fair catch is made at the 10-yard line by Rivera. He wanted to take off. He wanted to let it go, but he knew he had to make the fair catch. It's a 26-yard punt, but no return, and it's at the 10-yard line. So that's one of those where the yardage really doesn't matter. It's the placement, and a nice punt that time by Skylar Wissing. 59 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's Wood River 14 and Gibbon nothing. The Buffaloes have the football at their own 10-yard line, first down and 10. Had one really good drive, ended an interception. That was returned 40 yards, and then the next play, a 40-yard touchdown run. Handoff Rivera over the right side. He'll get up across the 15, down to about the 17-yard line. One of the nicer running plays so far the football game for Gibbon as we wind the clock inside 1 minute. Going to give him a gain of 8 on the play and call it second down and 2. Rivera, 4 carries now for 11 yards here in quarter number 1. You're listening to high school football on KKPR-FM, Kearney, Gibbon, and Wood River, Power 99 on the World Wide Web, KKPR.com. Split backs. Benj is going to hand it off for one of the few times to Clark, and he'll have the first down across the 20 and out to the 22-yard line. Brett Clark.
Run by Clark, tackle made by Martin.
Going to give Brett 5 yards on the play, and Gibbon actually has 5 first downs themselves, but right now they haven't found a way to get into the end zone. And we may have time for one more play here, although the quarterback, Cody Benj, Cody walking over, talking to his coach. I think Coach says, let's just let the clock run out here in the first quarter and regroup, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So the teams go to the sidelines as the first quarter comes to an end. And after one on this final Friday of the high school regular season, it's the Wood River Eagles 14 and the Gibbon Buffaloes nothing. First and 10 for the Buffaloes at their own 23-yard line when we come back on here at Wood River for their hospitality. Glad to be with you as Gibbon gets ready to start the second quarter here. First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line. Wood River is up 14-0. Benj wastes no time. He takes the snap, hands it off, and slipping down before he can make his cut is Rivera. Logan Rivera, just a sophomore, stopped Cotty in on the stop. But Rivera trying to make the cut and loses a yard on the play. It'll be second down and 11. Just 16 yards unofficially rushing on the ground for Gibbon in the first quarter of play. But they did pick up some yards on the ground, 60 or through the air, 65 through the air unofficially. But the one turnover really hurt them. They were moving the ball in the interception. Here comes the blitz. It's an option play. Pitch play out to the left side, Clark. Clark now stops and tries to come up the field. As he gets across the 30-yard line, he's going to be met there by Shad Smith and make it out to about the 31. A pretty nice run that time. Going to get close to 9. Gangwish also in on the tackle. And it's going to be third down, and we'll call it 2.
Third down.
So Clark was able to get up the football field and make a nice 9-yard gain. So a manageable situation here for the Gibbon Buffaloes. 3rd and 2 at their own 31-yard line, trailing 14-0. But remember, just a couple of weeks ago when we were here, Wood River was down to Minden 14-0 and came back and tied that football game going into the fourth quarter. 3rd down and 2. Looks like the quarterback is going to try and sneak it, and Ben should have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. All the way out to the 35-yard line. Give him credit for a 4-yard gain. So Cody Benj, 4 yards. And a first down here for Gibbon. A drive that started at their own 10-yard line, a couple of first downs, and they're out to the 35. Don't forget, coming up at the half, the Ravenna Sanitation halftime report. We'll give you the first half stats, look at the projected playoff pairings, give you some results from the state cross-country meet earlier today. So stay with us here on Power 99. First down and 10. Again, formation comes in tight here with uneven backfield and back to pass Benj. Roll to his right. He's got a man open, but throws it behind Wallace, and it was almost picked off. Good defensive coverage by Michael Gibbon out at the 45-yard line. And you can see, and I know we've talked about this probably 2 or 3, maybe 4 times already, you can see Gibbon has potential. But they continue to either get hurt or make mistakes, and you got to find a way to get over the hump. And unfortunately, the last game of the year, you can win this football game, but it doesn't maybe get you over the hump for next year. But a lot of youngsters, 7 seniors, but still some of these skill players are youngsters. Option play out of the shotgun. Benj fakes the pitch, turns up the field, across the 35, going to get to about the 39-yard line. 3, maybe a 4-yard gain. Martin in on the tackle. They'll mark that ball on the 39. And it's going to be 3rd down and 6. So Benj maybe use him a little bit running the football and give those defensive backs something to think about when they're just looking at the wide receivers. 9:45 and counting here in the first half. 14-0. Wood River with the lead over Gibbon. But again, the Buffaloes moving. Started at their own 10, out to the 39-yard line, out of the shotgun. 4 wideouts. Here comes the blitz. Benj has time. He'll throw underneath. It's complete to Wallace, and Wallace stretches for the midfield stripe and has it for a first down. 11-yard gain, and just a little underneath routes here are starting to work. But that's the first completion for Benj since that interception, which led to the second touchdown of the ball game for Wood River. I'll tell you, nothing would be more impressive than to see Gibbon march at 90 yards down the field for the touchdown. Wood River trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Now Benj under center. He'll send Rivera out of the backfield in motion to the right. He'll cut up the field, looking at him. Now he's going to throw over the middle for a screen for his tight end, and Johnny Martin intercepts the football. Martin falling back on his heels, tipped it into the air, and as he fell to his backside, it came right down into his belly. And the second interception of the football game, and again, there you go. Gibbon moving the ball. Turnover. Johnny Martin, though, what an athletic play. They were trying to set up the tight end over the middle, and it was just barely underthrown by Benj that time. And so the second turnover of the football game, second interception for Benj. And it will be 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line of Wood River. And they will send Gibbon in motion, toss play out of that broken backfield to Martin, left side, 35, 40, runs over a man and gets out to about the 42-yard line. He did a lot of running just to get 6, maybe 7 yards. So Johnny Martin, they're trying to put some pressure on the defense by giving the ball to Martin. It's going to be a 6-yard gain and bring up 2nd down and 4. So Johnny Martin starting to do a little bit on offense and defense. And the ball in the near hash here, 14-0 Wood River, 8.5 to go in the first half. And they'll go straight up the middle again. Martin fighting for yards, 45, 46. They stand him up. His legs are still moving. They'll finally bring him down right at the first down marker. And it's going to be a gain of 4, and it looks like it should be enough for a Wood River first down. And they won't even have to bring the chains out. So 1st down and 10, Wood River at their own 47-yard line, trying to cash in the second Gibbon turnover of the night. 14-0 on top already. Wood River has scored on 2 of their first 3 possessions. Had to punt last time. Out of the shotgun now this time. Bossert, quarterback draw, and they're not fooled. Oh, he makes a great pitch at the last minute. On the left side, Johnny Martin breaks a tackle, 35-30. Gets out of another ankle tackle, 25-20. And Martin takes it 53 yards for his second touchdown of the night. And what a play by the quarterback, Mitch Bossert. 2 guys are bringing him down, and he, like Cal Band played it here, he just somehow shoved the ball out of his hands, and Martin picked it up, broke 3 tackles down the sideline, and is into the end zone for the touchdown. Gibbon had that play sniffed out, had him stuffed in the backfield, Bossert, and somehow he was able to pitch that football. So before we can get the extra point, Wood River, they'll have a 1 remaining here in the first half. Have to do it before they attempt this extra point. First PAT was short. I think he just kind of kicked it right into the line, did Taylor McTavish. Then they went for 2 and scored on that after their second touchdown. They line up to kick it again, and McTavish this time will get the ball away, and it is good. So Taylor McTavish gets that one over the crossbar with 8:10 to go in the first half of play. It's now Wood River 21 and Gibbon nothing on Power 99.
Mind. See for yourself by looking at our references on EliteWebConcepts.com.
And Wood River ready to kick it off, this time moving from right to left, and Brian Burr will put his foot into the football. Here's a high but short kick, bounces, and it's picked up at about the 15-yard line, 20, 25. Little room up the middle, and then that's where everybody decides to have a little meeting, and Wallace will be brought down right there. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Gibbon Buffaloes. In on the tackle that time for the Eagles was Gibbon and Brock Baxter, and they're going to mark him down at about the 33-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Gibbon Buffaloes. 8 minutes to go here before the half, and it is 21-0 in favor of Wood River, and they have taken advantage of both Gibbon turnovers and turned them into fairly quick touchdowns. So Gibbon gets right back after it. Benj out of the shotgun, going to pitch it to the right side. Clark looks to make one man miss, does, and then he runs into about 5 purple jerseys. After getting a yard, maybe 2, they're going to give him the 36. It's going to be a 2-yard gain for Clark. And we've got a man down here on the sideline for Wood River. Somebody got rolled up on the sideline, and hopefully it's not serious, but looks like a possible knee got rolled up on by one of the Wood River Eagles. Can't quite tell who that is yet. And we have an injury timeout on the field. Some other scores from earlier today. After falling behind 10-0 in the first quarter, Kearney Catholic rallies to beat Dundee County in a big way, 58-26. Also an early game this afternoon. Elwood hands Eustis Farnham their first loss of the year, 40. Lambrick, the middle linebacker, a big part of this Wood River defense, and he's able to walk off under his own power. So that's good. And as we come back to action here, it'll be 2nd down and 8 for Gibbon with 7:40 and counting to go in the first quarter of play. And Cody Benj will be out of the shotgun. Brett Clark will flank him to his left side. Benj comes up, takes the snap. Good blocking up front. Here's the throw. Complete hook and lateral. Hook and lateral. Clark's off to the races. 50, 45, 40. Breaks the tackle, 35. Down to the 25 and down to the 22-yard line. It was hauled in by Bryce Cutterback, and he just gave it the old hook and lateral down to the 24-yard line. Huge play. First down. 50 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards on the play. So the old hook and ladder. Cutterback to Clark. And that's going to go in the books for 14, 34, 39, 41-yard completion. And a first down, and now the snap out of the shotgun goes over Benj's head, and he just tries to slide on it, and then kind of an early whistle. He went to slide on it, and the ball was still out there, and he loses ground all the way back to the 41. That's an 18-yard loss. And you have to figure, you have to wonder, how can the same bad luck bug bite the same group of kids over and over again? It is going to be 2nd down and 28 yards to go. The 18-yard fumble. And now Wood River's going to put some pressure on up front. Benj under center. Pump fake, wants to throw deep. Just lofts it up there one-on-one for Rivera. Rivera through his hands. It might have been tipped by Gibbon, but he got some separation. Gibbon kind of made a move on him a second too early, and then Rivera got a step, and it slipped through his hands. If he catches it, he's gone, but instead the ball might have just got a fingertip on it, and it is incomplete, and it is 3rd down and 28. So they execute the hook and ladder, but they cannot do anything the next couple of plays, and they find themselves in 2nd and long, 2nd and 28 at the Wood River 42-yard line, needing to get all the way down to about the 14 for a first down. Clark in the backfield. Benj is going to come up under center. They're actually in an I formation for one of the few times tonight. They'll send Wallace in motion from left to right, and Benj fakes the handoff, has some pressure from the backside, trying to set up a screen to Rivera, and it is incomplete. I don't think it would have mattered because it was well covered by Shad Smith, and give credit there to the Eagles. Getting some backside penetration was Dylan Gill, and that really messed up the play because Benj didn't have time to set his feet and throw the ball like he wanted to. And that will make it 4th down and 28 with 6:29 to go here in the first half. It's Wood River 21 and Gibbon nothing on Power 99. Ravenna Sanitation halftime report will be coming your way, so keep it here for the very latest. Don't forget some volleyball on Tuesday. We head over to the Amherst Triangular. Amherst, Shelton, and Overton competing starting at 5, and then the football playoffs begin on Thursday. Van Meter waits for the snap. It's a high one. He retreats. He gets it. There's not much of a rush. And a nice spiraling kick will be taken on a fair catch to the knee by Wissing. And they're going to mark him down at around the 17-yard line. So, again, wasn't a very long punt, but there was no return on the play, and it's inside the 20-yard line. We'll call it a 25-yard punt. So 2 25-yard punts in the football game, but both of them pretty decent job by Van Meter. One, he had pressure on him, and the second one, he had a high snap he had to retreat to get. So the Eagles now have a chance here with 6:20 to go before the half to put this football game away. They come out of the Maryland I formation. They give it to Martin over the right side, and he's going to be drugged down by Clark at the 25-yard line. They'll give him a spot out to the 26 where the ball is, and that's going to be a gain of 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Martin with 121 yards rushing on 7 carries and 2 touchdowns already tonight. Of course, those touchdowns were of long runs, 40 and 53 yards. On 2nd and 2, Coach Garfield's going to spread things out here. He's got trips to the left and has Bossert in the shotgun. Bossert rolls to his left side, now throws underneath, and it's almost intercepted. Van Meter comes out there, and with that big cast on his right hand, just beats it away. They were going for Skylar Wissing on a quick slant. And if Van Meter doesn't have that cast on, he may have an interception. And that's what Gibbon needs. They need something to go their way right here. They've been pretty good 80 to 90% of the time. I mean, really good, not just average. They've been really good about 80% of the time, but it's the other 20 that has just killed them so far here in this first half of play, and that's been the story this season. Now 3rd and 2, back to the power Maryland I. No messing around here. McTavish off the left side, bounces off one man, and then he's brought down by Benj by the helmet, but he didn't get him by the face mask, so they'll let it go, and he's right at the first down marker. Going to be at the 28-yard line, and they're going to have to bring the chains in for this one. A 2-yard gain, but was it 2 yards exactly, or was it just enough, 2.5 yards, to get that first down by McTavish, who, again, Gibbon has done a good job of holding in check so far tonight. 21-0 Wood River, 5:20 to go. A couple of big touchdown runs by Johnny Martin after a pair of interceptions. So the chain crew brings them in, and as they stretch it, it will be enough for a first down for Wood River. So we've had a game here that's seen plenty of first downs in the first half. 21-0 Eagles, and they'll get a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line, leading it 21-0. Still 5.5 to go here in the first half, but they only have one timeout. If this becomes a long drive where they get inside 2 minutes, they've only got one timeout remaining, had to burn one of them before trying an extra point. And as everybody gets set, crowding that box a little bit more, 9 men within 4 yards of the line of scrimmage. So Bossert wants to throw a little swing pass out in the flat to McTavish. It's complete, 35, 40, spins out of a tackle. Now he's into the secondary. He's trying to go all the way, breaks 2 tackles, 50, into Gibbon territory, and here comes a flag at the very end of the play, down to the 48-yard line. What a run after the catch. It's going to be about 25 yards if it stands at this spot. The flag was thrown in the area of a face mask. McTavish was doing most of that on his own. And it will be a 5-yard face mask penalty on Gibbon. And that is Gibbon's first penalty of the football game. And we'll give 25 yards on the little swing pass from a Bossert out to McTavish. And so a 5-yard penalty will move the ball down to the 42-yard line. And it'll be first down and 10 again for Wood River. So you can tell that Coach Garfield working on a lot of plays that maybe they haven't been able to use a lot this season. And they're looking crisp as well. On the march again are the Eagles, leading it 21-0. Bossert under center, and this time pitch play left side for McTavish. McTavish has a little bit of a hole. Now he's got more than a hole. 40, 35, 30. Sprint to the corner to the 20, 15, 10, and into the end zone is Taylor McTavish for the 42-yard touchdown run. Again, it looked like he was hemmed in, but he made it out of that first grasp of a tackle and just used his speed to beat the linebacker to the corner, and he got the angle and took it all the way in, and it is 27-0 in favor of Wood River. Far and away, McTavish's biggest run. He'd only had 24 yards on the night before that touchdown run. And now McTavish lines up to try the PAT to make it 28-0. Snap good. Gibbon puts it down. The kick is away, and the kick is good. With 4:50 to go in the first half of play, it's the Wood River Eagles 28 and the Gibbon Buffaloes nothing. You're listening to high school football on Power here on Power 99. Still 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in this first half of play. And Brian Burr to kick it off. And he got the bottom of the ball. It's a high, very short kick, only to the 30. And the up man's going to have to try and do something with it. And he goes nowhere. Wood River is able to swarm him under. And getting the ball that time on the short kick was Alex Steele, and took him to the 30, and I think that's only about the mark they're going to give him, maybe the 32-yard line. And now a penalty flag on the play by the referee. And I'm not sure what that was all about. After it's over, illegal procedure was the flag after the play was over. And let's see. Actually, they're going to say, I'm a little confused here. I wish I had an answer for you. They don't obviously tried to listen as the official was trying to tell what it was to Derek Garfield, and they're going to re-kick the ball. Man, if I was Gibbon, I would just love to take the ball where it was, but we're going to re-kick the ball as the play was completely over, and then the flag came out for illegal procedure. It wasn't explained to us that there were too many men on the field, so they'll tee it up again at the 35, and Brian Burr will try again. He actually doesn't even put it on the 35. He puts it on the 34 as he gets ready to kick it off. So let's try this again. Gibbon's deep men are only on the 15-yard line, and Burr kicks it, and it's going to be taken off the short hop by the deep man at the 20. 25, Wallace has a little seam 30, and he's going to get up to the 35 and close to the 40-yard line. They'll mark him down right there at the 41-yard line. Johnny Martin among those in on the tackle for the Wood River Eagles. Well, so the penalty actually helped Gibbon out. They gained about 7 or 8 more yards on the return. So 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes. They have all their timeouts, and they'll start here at their own 41-yard line, but they trail 28-0 with 4:37 to go in the first half of play. Benj out of the shotgun has already chucked the ball 15 times in this football game, and he'll take this one out of the shotgun. 2-step drop, looks right, now fires left, and short hops his intended receiver that time. Incomplete. Looks like he was trying to get it out there to cut it back, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. The Class C and D high school football playoffs begin on Thursday, and for the first time, Class A and B will be on Friday. And so a chance to maybe broadcast and for the fan watch and see a lot more high school football than you have in the past with them splitting up the nights of the football. Now Benj under center sends Rivera in motion and back to pass. He's looking for him. Underthrows to his man Rivera, who's brought down just across the 45-yard line at the 47. Again, a tackle up around the head. We've seen that a couple times both ways tonight. It's a short completion of about 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. But again, that's okay if you're a Gibbon ball club that throws the ball a lot and completes the ball a lot. The key to 6 and 5-yard passes is that you have to do it just like if you got big runs, and now Gibbon is going to elect to call their first timeout of the football game. So timeout on the field, and Coach Montgomery is going to go out and talk to his kids. 4:04 to go here in the first half of play, and it is Wood River 28, Gibbon nothing on Power 99. Power 99, KKPR FM, Kearney, Gibbon, Wood River, as it is 3rd down and 4 now for the Buffaloes at their own 47-yard line. Benj under center, drops back to pass, short drop, and he's going to complete it out here at the 45-yard line of Wood River into the hands of Alex Lindenstein, and a 1st down to the 44. It's going to be a gain of 9 and move the chains. Coming up, the Ravenna Sanitation halftime report. And before we get to halftime, the Buffaloes are hoping to get on the board. You're right in that tweener stage right now. And now the Eagles call timeout. Well, this can't be good for the coaching staffs. There's a lot of confusion on there right now. A defensive timeout. It's the final timeout for run, and it is 28-0 in favor of Wood River. Right now, though, 1st and 10 for Gibbon at the 44-yard line of Wood River, and back to pass. Benj has time, rolls to his right, has to throw it short, and going for Lindenstein, it's incomplete. Again on the coverage is Michael Dibber, and I'll tell you what, one thing about your linebackers, or actually your corners and your safeties, they're probably having a little fun. In high school, you just don't go up against passing offenses all that much, and you're not covering the run as much as you're covering the pass. That one falls incomplete, and Gibbon has been in on a lot of plays already tonight. 2nd down and 10 now for the Buffaloes. They'll go with a base formation, one-man split left and right, and now Rivera, the lone man of the backfield, is in motion. He'll go to the right side, and that's where Benj is looking. Pump fake under pressure, throws it underneath to Rivera, caught at the 40, backpedals and goes down at the 39-yard line. A little 5-yard gain, getting half of what they need. And so that'll bring up 3rd down and 5. "21 first-half pass attempts already by Cody Benj here tonight for the Gibbon Buffaloes. He's been picked a couple of times, still looking for the interception, or still looking for the end zone, and a 41-yard hook and lateral is their big play of the night, and now another timeout, this one by Gibbon. So you don't usually see a lot of timeouts chewed up in the first half unless you've got a lot of things at the half, but want to congratulate Colton Shellpepper of Wood River Shelton, finishing 15th today at the Estate Cross Country Meet in Class C, and Dylan Eckel of Gibbon finishing 7th in Class D. 3rd down and 5 here for Gibbon. Out of the timeout pressure. Benj rolls to his right. He's hit as he throws, and I think they're going to call this an incomplete pass. That is the case. Good pressure there from the backside. Johnny Martin was in there. Yilk was there. Gill was there, all running him down, and the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down and 5 yards to go. And Gibbon probably going to have to go for it here at the Wood River 38-yard line. Ball marked between the 38 and the 39. Again, a cool, crisp night. Temperatures in the 30s, but at least the snow and the rain have stopped. And Gibbon takes a little extra time to get out of the huddle here. They've got 3 wideouts, Cutterback and Wallace to the right, Rivera all by himself to the left, Clark in the backfield, Benj under center. Oh, a hard snap, and everybody moved. Wood River was offsides, but then Cutterback took up off the field. And let's see what the side judge is going to say. We got flags on both sides, and you know what? We might get offsetting penalties. I'm sure the official on the Gibbon sideline would be calling offsides. I'm not sure what the official on the Wood River side would call. It could go in either way. And we'll wait for our referee to tell us. Illegal procedure is going to be called on Gibbon. An illegal procedure called on Gibbon. That's just their 2nd penalty of this first half of play. With the way Benj throws it, this just takes the 5-yard underneath out. They need to get 10. So it'll be 4th down and 10 at their own 44-yard, or the Wood River 44-yard line. Tomorrow, more football action. College football. Virginia Tech, Florida State on ESPN Radio, 1460 and 1550. 4th and 10. Wallace in motion now from right to left. Benj fakes the handoff, wants to throw to his tight end. Lindenstein complete at the 30, 25, and a touchdown-saving tackle by Skylar Wissing at the 19-yard line. A 25-yard completion for the Buffaloes, and it's 1st down and 10. That was a nice play. It looked like Wissing wasn't even going to have a chance to make the tackle, but he just kind of fell at the feet of Lindenstein and was able to hang on as Lindenstein drug him for about 6 yards. And finally something works on a 4th down situation here, and Gibbon now has it in the red zone for the first time tonight. 1st down and 10 at the Wood River 19-yard line. Ball on the near hash, and on this near side is Rivera. Benj fumbles the football. And let's see who gets to it. I don't know if Benj was able to get back to it. He got out from under center, and the ball fell out of his hands, and it's going to be Wood River ball. Wood River covers it. It is Aaron Roberson. Roberson covers the football for the Eagles, the 3rd Gibbon turnover. So nice job by Roberson on the fumble recovery, and 2:46 to go here. It looked like Benj came out from under center, and I don't know if he made contact with one of his linemen, but you can see the ball, and then he just flat out lost it. And it's 1st down and 10 here for Wood River, and Bossert back to pass. He's going deep. He airs it out, and this ball is going to be complete at the 45-40. It's Seth Bossert, 35-30. Foot race to the end zone. Touchdown, Wood River, 79 yards. The Bossert connection. Seth hauls it in, and it's 34-0. And 3 turnovers by Gibbon. 3 touchdowns immediately by Wood River. It's just unbelievable what we're witnessing here tonight. 4 touchdowns of 40 yards or more for Wood River. A 79-yard touchdown pass. Seth Bossert sneaking into the football game, and now McTavish. That was a great throw by Mitch. McTavish for the extra point. The kick is on the way, and the kick is good. So for the second time tonight, a one-play drive for Wood River with 2:33 to go in the football game's first half. It's now 35-0 Wood River. We'll be right back after this.
When you want Jason Stark of New Tech Seed.
And welcome back to high school football here on Power 99. Things are all going the way of Wood River tonight. They're up 35-0, and Burr will kick it away. It's a short kick. It bounces at the 25, and it's picked up at the 20 again by Wallace, looking for some running room, and he's going to slide down as he gets up across the 30 to about the 31. But now it's 35-0, and that means we've got the running clock with 2:28 to go in the second quarter of play. And what the running clock means is, doesn't matter if it's a first down, doesn't mean if you go out of bounds. The only time they stop the clock is a timeout, which there's only one left in this half, or a score, or, of course, if unfortunately there might be somebody banged up on a play. So as soon as Gibbon snaps this ball, that clock's going to continue to run until the Buffaloes can get inside the 35-point margin. It is 35-0 Wood River. And Gibbon will come up under center. Cody Benj trying to find a way to get his Buffaloes in the end zone. Pitch play is going to be a pass, halfback pass. Rivera looking. He's in trouble. He's going to throw it back to Benj. But Wood River has it snuffed out, and he's going to get nothing. This whole thing might actually get him right back to the line of scrimmage. Right back to the 31-yard line. It's going to be no play. Rivera was immediately under pressure in the backfield, and so he was trying to dance away, and by that time Wood River had figured out they were going to go with the quarterback throwback, and they were able to get to him and bring him down. So no gain on the play, and it's second down and 10 at the 31-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. As we said, Gibbon can run any play they want tonight. Benj under center, sends a man in motion, rolls to his right, has time, throws underneath, and it is going to be incomplete. Trying to get the ball to Wallace. On the coverage that time for Wood River is Andrew Bauer.
Third down and 11.
Minute 35 to go. So 1:35 to go here before the half. And, of course, being reminded by the fine officiating reviewers here in the booth that the clock will not continuously run until we get to the second half if it is 35-0. And I knew that. Well, what was I thinking? 35-0. And, of course, nobody wants that. Gibbon wants to get back in and play this football game and stay competitive. And, you know, I will say one thing. For the bad luck that has won against Gibbon tonight, they seem to be right back out there, pep in their step, continuing to play football. They've taken a lot of shots to the chin, and they just keep getting back up. Third down and 11 now, though. Out of the bubble, they will send Wallace in motion. He'll be all by himself to the left side. Fake the handout. They look for Wallace. He's covered. Now Bench has time. Pump fake, throws it out there, and has to throw it away. Good defense, and now again a late flag on the play. It looks like Wood River got a little too ambitious there, and they may keep this drive alive for Gibbon. I think we're going to have a personal foul called on Wood River after this play was over. Little John, remember it's a rivalry game just down the road. They're going to say roughing the passer on Wood River. Oh, no, intentional grounding. Intentional grounding is the call against Gibbon. Oh, boy. That looks like, well, I haven't got a chance to throw an intentional grounding flag all year. I'm going to throw it here. Man. That's a tough one against the Gibbon Buffaloes. So that's a 5-yard intentional grounding penalty and a loss of down. So punting situation here, and it would have been anyway, but a punting situation here. And Van Meter will go back. Gill to punt it away. The ball marked at the 25. He'll stand back at about his own 10-yard line, awaiting the snap with a minute 28 to go here in quarter number 2. And back deep is going to be McTavish. and the punt is away. They try to kick it away from McTavish, and the punt is shanked. Wood River has had some very good penetration on these punts, and they made him rush another one, and this punt didn't go anywhere. Let's see where they say it went out of bounds at. Maybe around the 35-yard line. It's going to end up being, oh boy, not even that. They're going to say it went right out of bounds at the line of scrimmage, a punt of 0 yards. And now Wood River actually has a chance to punch another one in. Gibbon's got to buckle up the chin strap here and come up with a stop because Wood River is out of timeouts. 1st and 10 at the 25 of Gibbon. McTavish on a toss sweep to the left side, trying to get outside, hurdles one man, gets to the 20. Here comes a penalty flag as he gets to the 15. We may have our first holding flag of the ball game. But a nice run by McTavish. It would be enough for a first down, but I don't think this play is going to stand. As the referee comes up to tell us what the play or what the flag is. And that is the case, holding on the offense back around the line of scrimmage. So that's the first penalty of the second quarter, third of the ball game on the Eagles. 1:14 to go before halftime. It's Wood River 35 and Gibbon nothing. The story, 3 Gibbon turnovers, 3 immediate scores by the Eagles. Wood River has 4 touchdowns of 40 yards or more. Their first touchdown, they marched 45 yards and punched it in on a 1-yard touchdown run. And then Johnny Martin, 40 and 53-yard touchdown runs. McTavish went to 42, and then a 79-yard touchdown pass. Now on 1st down and 20, they want to throw Bossert. Great backside block. He'll put it out here, and it is in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Shad Smith. But Bossert got a great block by his back, or he would have got his clock cleaned and allowed him to stay in there. And we keep talking about maybe Wood River's not a passing team, but, you know, Derek Garfield continues to let Mitch Bossert put the ball in the air, and he has been very effective tonight. And that one was almost perfect. Shad Smith just about made a very, very tough catch. But again, it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down, and they officially have it as 18 here on the scoreboard at the 33-yard line of Gibbon. Toss play to Johnny Martin. The only man in the backfield goes outside, now cuts it back inside. Here comes a penalty flag as he gets up to the 30 to the 29. This might be a face mask. It looked like as Martin turned up the field, his shoulders and his head turned. Let's see if it's a hold or if it's a face mask. It's only about a 4-yard gain. And the way the Gibbon defensive linemen are reacting, it must be a face mask. And that will be the case, face mask. And again, it looks like it's the 5-yard variety, but that means it won't change the down marker. So a 4-yard gain on the play that time for Martin, who has 125 yards rushing now, and a 5-yard face mask. And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 yards to go. 2nd and 9, and a quick snap. Option play to Johnny Martin. The quarterback is crushed back there, and Martin gets to the outside across the 20 down to the 15. And he is going to have close to first down yardage, but Bossert really got waxed. The linebacker for Gibbon, he knew his job was to cover the quarterback, and he covered him. Going to say he's just short of the first down. Mark him out of bounds at the 16. So 3rd and 1 for Wood River. As Martin picks up some more yardage to the outside. Now they'll go back to that Maryland eye for the 3rd and a yard. 49 seconds to go here in the half, and Wood River theoretically could get more. Back to pass on 3rd and 1. Slant play over the middle, and it is caught, now dropped. Incomplete. Incomplete going for Brian Burr. He had it. He was falling to the ground, and the defensive back was able to knock it out of his hands. And that was knocked out of there by Benj. And it's going to be 4th down and 1. That was Colt Benj, by the way. And Burr, I think, a little shaken up. He is holding his hand, maybe his wrist, and he will come out of the football game. So with 4th down and 1 at the Gibbon 16-yard line. And let's see if they try to get the first down here on the ground. It's going to be handoff. McTavish off the right side. He's got a hole, 15-10, and he's taking it into the end zone. Taylor McTavish for his 2nd touchdown run of the night. And it's 41-0 Wood River. And they are pouring it on here, getting ready for the playoffs next week. And The last couple of minutes here, it really looked like Gibbon was going to make it 28-7. They fumbled the snap in the red zone, a 79-yard touchdown pass, and then a 3-and-out, and here they are. Instead of 28-7, it's 42-0. So McTavish gets ready to add the extra point. The kick is away, and the kick this time is good, just inside the left upright. 36 seconds to go in the half. Wood River 42, Gibbon nothing on Power 99. The many fine sponsors allowing us to bring you high school athletics, and Wood River is going to have a good feeling going into the playoffs. We still have a half to play as the kick is in the air, and they keep kicking it at Wallace, and Wallace keeps catching it, and up the field he goes. 30, 35, spins out of a tackle in front of his own bench and makes it out to the 40-yard line. The tackle is made by Seth Bossert, who was the man that hauled in the 79-yard touchdown reception earlier this quarter. 30 seconds to go before halftime, and the Buffaloes will have it. The Ravenna Sanitation halftime report is coming up here on Power 99. We'll give you some score updates from around the area. And, of course, we had some finals from earlier today. When the ball game is over, it is the Friday Night Scoreboard Show brought to you by Midway CDJ here on Power 99. DJ Johnson, Stacy Johnson crew will have that for you. Gibbon now lines up in the Maryland eye for the first time tonight. They will give it to the first man through, and that is going to be Riley Cremosta on the carry. And he's going to get maybe a yard or two on the play. And there may be time for one more run here before we get to halftime. It's going to be tough for Gibbon to bounce back here. They're getting thrashed. It's not been the type of season they were hoping for. It's cold. They know when this game is over, their season is over. But they still get up there and play, and they will not get another snap off. So we have reached halftime here at Wood River. And it's been a story of Gibbon turnovers and Wood River big plays on offense. And at the half, it is the Wood River Eagles 42 and the Gibbon Buffaloes nothing. The big story of this is that we will get that running clock in the second half, and sometimes that makes things go real quick if Gibbon cannot get the lead back under 35. And we've got all the stats. We'll look at some playoff projections, recap what happened earlier today in the state cross-country meet. So it's all coming up on the Ravenna Sanitation halftime report. Keep it here on Power 99.
Central Avenue, Kearney.
And welcome back as we get ready for the second half kickoff. And Gibbon will have to boot it away here to start the second half. Wood River will move from right to left. And the ball is away. It's a low line drive kick. It'll be taken at the 28-yard line. Up to the 30, it's Johnny Martin. Dances by one man, 35. Out to the 40. 45. Breaks another tackle. And finally, Bench brings him down, but not until Martin gets into Gibbon territory at the 45-yard line. So Minden already in business again inside Gibbon territory. Up 42-0 as we start this third quarter of play here on Power 99. Some teams decimated by injury. It seems like Gibbon's got the guys that they started with for the most part. They just haven't had a lot of bad luck so far. They had 200 yards of offense, and they're down 42-0. Inside handoff to Johnny Martin, and Martin will be rolled down after he gets about 3 yards. And let's see who makes the tackle there. One of the big offensive linemen, that's going to be Sean Mitchell making the tackle. Going to be a gain on the play of about 4 yards. And we'll call it second down and 6 here for the Wood River Eagles. Just playing out the string, but it could be, if things go like they have been, a pretty quick second half. Out of that Maryland I wouldn't expect to see Wood River doing a whole lot of special things here in the second half. They tried a lot in the first half. McTavish off the left side. He'll come across the 40 and down to about the 37-yard line. And that's going to be just short of the first down. Looks like another 4 yards on the play. And we have a penalty. That's going to be a personal foul on Gibbon. So a 5-yard run that time. And then add on the 15-yard personal foul. And that's the first one of those tonight. So a little frustration coming out from the Gibbon Buffaloes. So that'll move the ball for another first down for Wood River. And mark it all the way down somewhere around the 21-yard line. First down and 10. And again, they spot the ball, and the clock winds. Out of that Maryland I, first down and 10. Wood River just keeps on executing their offense. Toss to the right side, McTavish. He breaks off to the outside, to the 20, to the 15, gets to the corner, and already into the end zone. Touchdown. And that might be the last time we see the starters in for Wood River. It's just become that easy now. The third touchdown run of the night for Taylor McTavish, and it's 48-0 with 10:38 to go here in this third quarter of play. So that didn't take long at all. And McTavish now over the 100-yard rushing mark at 1:08 unofficially, and the touchdown. And McTavish doing the extra point kicking. And the boot is on the way, and it is good. So that's good to see that after they missed the first one, Wood River has been consistent after that. 10:38 to go in the third quarter. It's Wood River 49 and Gibbon nothing.
When you walk to the kitchens, best of luck in today's game from Terry and Jason Stark of NewTek Seed, your yield leaders. Contact a NewTek Seed dealer in your area for all of your seed needs. Proud to support our area athletes in and out of the game. Terry and Jason Stark of NewTek Seed.
And we're ready to boot the ball away again. Brian Burr has been getting a workout here as the kicker for Wood River. And it's a high short kick. It's going to be taken at about the 20-yard line up the field to the 30 and out to about the 32-yard line. And that's where Gibbon is going to start here with 10:30 to go in the third quarter, and Clark with the carry. So now Gibbon will go on offense for the first time here in the third quarter of play. 10.5 to go. And it is first down and 10. Again, the playoff pairings will come out tomorrow. We'll take a look at those and announce the games that we are covering first thing Monday on Power 99 and ESPN Radio. Benj under center, drops back, wants to throw the ball. It is complete. Out to the left flat, they get it to Cutterback. He drags a man with him out to about the 35, 36. So Cutterback's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play. And it'll be second down and 5. Again, in the first half, Benj was 11 out of 23 for 162 yards, but had a couple of interceptions. Ball marked on the left hash near the Gibbon sideline. Second down and 5 at the 36. Benj again under center. Got that bubble, which means trips tight to the right side. Now he rolls to his right, wants to throw the football. Looking, now throws underneath, and it is complete to Cutterback for a very short gain across the 40, out to about the 43. But he should have enough for the first down. That's going to be enough for a first down. We'll give him 7 yards on the completion, and that will move the chain. 9:20 and counting here in the third quarter of play. So Gibbon still trying to do what they've been doing. Benj looks like he's going to end up over 200 yards at least here in this football game, as he had a nice first half, except for those 2 interceptions, and one was a heck of a play by Johnny Martin. Here's going to be an option to the wide side, and as Benj tries to cut up the field, he slips and goes down. He got exactly where he wanted to, and it looked like he had some room, but as he headed up the field, his feet gave out from under him. And of course, with all the rain and the cold, it's not the kind of footing that you would hope for, and just a 1-yard gain on the play from Benj. So it'll be second down and 9 as the clock continues to run. 8:40 to go here in the third quarter of play. Benj has been up under center every play so far. Saw a lot of shotgun in the first half. It's going to be option to the right side. This time Benj is going to keep it, find some room. 50-45 Wood River territory down to the 44-yard line. And that's going to be enough for a first down, a 12-yard gain for the quarterback, Cody Benj. And again, you've seen this team do this most of the season, and that, as we figured, Wood River is going to be running in a variety of different players, some starters, some backups, as this second half progresses. And again, with the continual running clock, 49-0 Wood River. It only took them about a minute and 20 seconds to score here in quarter number 3. Benj has Clark behind him. 2 wideouts, 1 right, left. Good job by the O-line tonight. They have protected Benj very well, and they'll loft it down the left side, trying to underthrow the receiver intentionally, and incomplete, trying to get it to Mitchell at the 25-yard line. Baxter in on the coverage that time for the Eagles. Seth Bossert was also in the area. But again, with the score, incomplete pass will not stop the clock as it did in the first half of this football game. As we saw quite a bit, actually, saw Wood River put the ball in the air 9 times, according to our stats. It is second down and 10. Gibbon at the Wood River 45-yard line, trying to get on the board here in their final game of the regular season. And Gibbon's going to line up in that Maryland I for only the second time tonight. No wide receivers. And Benj, of course, fakes it to all of them, rolls right, and he's going to throw it underneath. He's got a man complete. That's Clark at the 30 to the 25. And where does he finally step out of bounds? He tiptoed the sideline all the way inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. So a beautiful play that time by the Gibbon Buffaloes, and the first time that they've thrown it to Brett Clark tonight. And he is going to pick up 27 yards on the play. So that will officially put Benj over the 200-yard receiving mark, but he only threw it about 6 yards down the field, and Clark did the rest on himself. So again, Gibbon in the red zone. They will send Rivera in motion from right to left. He's the only receiver in the pattern. He's looking for him all the way. Throws the post pattern, and it is off his fingertips at the goal line, incomplete. Again, the coverage out there by Bossert and Brock Baxter. And that'll bring up second down and 10 at the 18-yard line. You look at this Gibbon team, Rivera's a sophomore. Your quarterback, Benj, is a junior. You will lose Brandon Wallace, a senior, and Bryce Cutterback, a senior, as your wide receivers. Brett Clark is a senior. And, of course, Van Meter, who was a starting running back at the beginning of the year but broke his hand and has only played defense the last couple of weeks, also a senior. Second and 10 at the Wood River 18. Trips to the left side. Benj is going to run option with Clark. He'll pitch it to Clark. Has some running room. 15 down to the 10. Drags men with him down to the 5-yard line. It's going to be first and goal inside the 5 here for Gibbon.
Run by Clark, brought down.
Going to mark him all the way down at the 2. That's a 16-yard run by Brett Clark. That doubles the total he had in the first half of play on just 3 carries. So first and goal at the 2 for Gibbon, with 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter of play, but it's all been Wood River. The Eagles are up 49-0. And they scored really 3 touchdowns over the last 3 minutes of play, last 2 minutes of the first half, and then in the first minute plus here in the third quarter. First and goal at the 2 for the Buffaloes, and before we can get the playoff, it's a flag on the field. And, of course, everyone here would just assume that those little things would not happen. And offsides on Wood River. So a 1-yard penalty. Since the ball's at the 2, it'll be half the distance to the goal, so it's first and goal at the 1. Wood River has really been filling the gaps there, trying to jump in, but as much as they've tried to blitz, it really hasn't worked. First and goal at the 1 now for Gibbon. Benj with the snap. He'll hand it off to Clark over the left side, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown for Gibbon. And the Buffaloes get on the scoreboard here with 4:40 to go in the third quarter of play, and that'll make it 49-6 as Clark gets into the end zone from 1 yard out. So the Buffaloes, who had moved the ball, we said it a whole bunch in the first half, they had 200 yards. It's not like Wood River came out and held them to no yards of offense. Usually when you see a score like we've seen here tonight in the first half, it's just a total domination, and that really hadn't been the case. It's just that Wood River's offense was scoring every which way possible. Long runs, touchdown bombs. Now they're going to go for 2 of the Buffaloes. Clark behind Benj. Benj drops back. It's going to be a fade pattern to the end zone, trying to get it to cut it back, and it is incomplete. So the 2-point conversion is no good, but with 4:40 to go in the third quarter, Wood River 49, Gibbon 6. And we'll be back right after this on Power 99.
Let's wait and see.
And welcome back as Gibbon gets ready to boot the ball away. It's going to be a short kick taken at the 25-yard line by the up man up to the 30, Matt Wadalevich, and he's going to bring it across the 30 to about the 32-yard line, and that's where Gibbon will come in and make the tackle. Van Meter in on the tackle. First down and 10 for the Eagles at their own 33-yard line, 32-yard line, as they had 2 footballs laying down there. So, of course, that's the way it is this day and age. Each quarterback, each team wants a different style of football, and that's the case tonight. They've been switching them in and out. It is first down and 10 here for Wood River out of that Maryland Eye. We've got some backups in there now, and with that 49-6 lead, the handoff is made, and let's see who our new running back is. Baxter carried the football. A lot of youngsters in there, and that's going to be Brock Baxter carrying the football. And don't forget, at the end of the football game, the Misco Sports post-game show will give you the final stats. It's going to be a 1-yard gain for Baxter. The new quarterback is Ryan Powell in that Maryland Eye. Powell turns. It's going to be a pitch play. Baxter to the near side. He'll be hit hard at the 35 and then stood up and popped at the 40-yard line. Van Meter in there. So you got the first-team Gibbon defense going against the second-team offense for Wood River. It's going to be a gain up to the 38-yard line, gain of 5, and that'll bring up third down and 3 yards to go after the 5-yard gain for Baxter. Maybe a 6-yard gain. Third down and 3. Powell takes it, and he drops back. He wants to pass. He's got Bird deep, but he's under pressure. Rolls, can't get rid of it, and he is going to be sacked. And the sack by Gibbon, their second of the football game, and the tackle made by Austin Jordan. And so Powell dropped all the way back at around the 25, 26-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down and 14. 4th and 14 here with 2:40 and counting to go in the third quarter of play. So Powell comes in as the backup quarterback and takes a sack on his first pass attempt. And back to punt it for just the second time tonight will be Wood River. And let's see if Gibbon brings everybody. And the snap a little high. Here comes the pressure, and it is blocked. The punt is blocked by the backup team, and it's still loose. It's going to end up in the end zone. Gibbon might get a touchdown out of this. And we've got some flags and a touchdown. Coming out of there, it will be a touchdown covered by Gibbon's Jackson Kenton. Jackson Kenton comes up with the football. I'm not sure if he's the one that blocked it because as we put the glasses on it to see who made the block, there was about 3 Buffaloes, and they were all going for the football, and Jackson Kenton comes up with the fumble recovery, and that'll make it 49-12 with 2:10 to go here in the third quarter. So back-to-back touchdowns, and now a timeout has been called by Wood River because they didn't have the proper personnel on the field. Might have actually had too many guys out there. So timeout, the extra point coming up next. Wood River before the Gibbon extra point. Gibbon going for the 2-point conversion here. That could cut it back down to 35. Cody Benj out of that Maryland eye one more time. He's going to fake the handoff, roll to his right, throw it back across the middle, and he's got a man complete. Cutterback this time is there for the 2-point conversion. So with 2:10 to go in the football game's third quarter, it's now Wood River 49 and Gibbon 14.
Can't seem to find the little store that's big on you.
As we come back to action, Gibbon will kick off, and the ball is going to go out of bounds. And so Wood River can take it at the 35-yard line. For illegal procedure, they'll have the penalty flag, and it will be Wood River football unless they want to make them kick it off again. At this stage, though, 49-14, I'm sure that Coach Garfield is going to say, let's just take it at the 35 and move on. So, again, the second-team offense in there for Wood River. Wood River's first team did about anything they wanted to today. They were very, very effective, and now with the playoffs coming up next week, it looks like you want to make sure nobody gets hurt. It looks like Wood River will probably be on the road, either at Minden, as we told you, at half, or there is a possibility that they could go all the way out to Mitchell. A little bit of that rides on the Holdridge-Lexington game tonight, which would move some folks as far as their points go. So the clock running, and on first down and 10. Powell's going to hand it off, and it looks like the ball might have been fumbled. But Wood River apparently is back on it. Baxter with the carry, and they're able to get back on top of it. The Eagles cover it. Jordan Barg makes sure that the Wood River stays with the football. And again, when the lead is 35 or more, you have that continuous clock. 2 quick scores by Gibbon, and they've got it back to 35. Baxter officially no gain on the play. And it'll be second down and 10. And again, Powell, the quarterback, out of that Maryland eye, just gives it to Baxter, and he breaks off one man, and then Van Meter will bring him down after about a yard gain. And it shows you the difference right now. Gibbon's going to be able to control this second team for Wood River, and so it's going to be a lot of 1- and 2-yard gains or losses. And in that case, Baxter picks up 1, and it'll be third down and 9. As we're under a minute to go here, still in the third quarter, it's been a long football game, but again, we saw a lot of passing and a lot of scoring in that first half. Now Powell, the quarterback, again, they're just going to give it to Baxter. They run it to the short side. He makes one man miss across the 40, gets up to the 45, and he might have stayed inbound long enough to get the first down for the Eagles, and he did. Nice job there as Kenton makes the tackle, but not until Baxter has enough for the first down. Mark it at the 42-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 12 of the play for Brock Baxter. Gives everybody a good feeling as they get things rolling here. And again, an official's timeout as they've got some equipment problem down on the field, but that quickly gets fixed. And we're ready to go again. Time maybe for one more play here in the third quarter. Again, the quarterback, Ryan Powell, right now for Wood River. And Powell will turn and just give it to Baxter, and he is going to be crunched on the right side. Tries to keep fighting and got back to the original line of scrimmage, and that will be it. But that will also be the final play here of the third quarter of play. And after 3 quarters on this final Friday of the high school football regular season, it's the Wood River Eagles 49, the Gibbon Buffaloes 14 on Power 99.
The right team can make a big difference when planning your personal financial strategy. At Platte Valley State Bank, they understand your needs, know what it takes, and have the resources to get it done. The right team can make a big difference, and Platte Valley State Bank has the team that's right for you.
Good to back with you on KKPR FM, Kearney, Wood River, and Gibbon, Power 99, and the World Wide Web at kkpr.com. We are into the fourth quarter now. First play of the fourth, it's 49-14 in favor of Wood River. They've got it first down and 10, and Powell gives it off to Brock Baxter, who runs left one more time, gets to midfield into Gibbon territory at about the 48-yard line, but good enough for 5 more yards. And again, if you're just joining us, it's been all Wood River tonight. The Eagles had 4 touchdown plays of 40 yards or more in the first half, helped by 3 Buffalo turnovers. And they scored a couple of touchdowns in the final 2 minutes of the second quarter, and then scored in the first 90 seconds of the third quarter to take a 28 lead up to 49-0. And they've coasted since then, even though Gibbon's got a couple of scores. Baxter off the right side. Oh, he is hit hard and thrown to the ground by Clark. And he is going to get a penalty flag after that play is over. Let's see what the call is. That's going to be holding on the offense. And for the Eagles, that's going to be their 5th penalty of the night. Don't forget, when we're all done here, it will be the Misco Sports postgame show as we wrap things up. Oh, they're going to decline that holding penalty. So we'll cross that off the stat sheet. And Baxter picked up maybe a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down and 5. Now, the last time that they tried to punt, they had the backup team in there, and the punt was blocked, and Jackson Kenton scored on that blocked punt. Recovery went all the way into the end zone. Wood River's not going to do that here. Skylar Wissing is in to punt the ball away. That's a pretty smart move. It looks like they're going to send 9, maybe 10 now. They'll send 9 on the rush. Wissing quickly gets it out of there. It's an end-over-end kick that bounces at the 20, and it'll be picked up by Rivera at the 15, up to the 20 to the 23-yard line. So a 33-yard punt and about a 13-yard return. And it'll be 1st down and 10 for Gibbon, trailing 49-14 with 10:50 to go in the football game. The Midway CDJ Friday night scoreboard coming up around the bottom of the hour when we're all done here at Wood River. If you've got scores, don't forget to call them in to 236-9900 or 1-800-237-5577. The gang will get them on tonight. 1st down and 10. Still the first-team offense in there for Gibbon. Rivera in motion to the right side. Benj will drop back to pass. Goes with a backside pass, and it is complete to Lindenstein across the 40 and out to the 43-yard line. Alex Lindenstein Bossard in on the coverage, and this is against the first-team defense now for Wood River. Coach Derek Garfield says, if you're going to keep your first team in there, then I'm going to bring some of my kids back, and I don't want my younger or smaller kids getting hurt. And that's really what you're seeing here. It's going to be a gain of 20 on the play and another 1st down for Gibbon. So there's a little give and take here in this 4th quarter. Down to 9:50 to go. Twins to the right side with Clark behind him. Benj under center. 8 men in the box, and now they'll drop back in pass coverage. Rolling to his right, Benj throws out there, throws deep, and it is incomplete for Wallace. He's covered like a blanket by Wissing. Wallace thought maybe there was some contact as he headed up the field. We have not seen a pass interference call all night, and Cody Benj has put the ball in the air now 30 times in this football game. He is 15 of 30, 50% passing, and he has thrown for 229 yards, it looks like, unofficially through the air. 49-14. Second half moving along, of course, a little quicker because of the running clock. And on 2nd and 10 at their own 43-yard line, Benj going to throw it right down the sideline, and it is complete to Lindenstein, and then he was hit immediately but broke off that, and up the field he goes, 50-45, and pushed out of bounds. Gibbon was right there on the play, and as soon as he came down, he hit him, but he didn't knock him off his feet, and so that's going to be a 12-yard gain and a 1st down.
Tackle made by Wissing.
So again, the Buffaloes move the chains. And again, the story, if you're just joining us, all those turnovers, 3 of them in the first half. Gibbon had nearly 200 yards of offense, 198 unofficially, and they were down 42-0. 1st and 10 at the Wood River 45. Benj going to go with the tight end to cut it back. Cut it back, a little pop pass, has it complete inside the 40. And I think they might mark him just short of the 1st down. It's going to be a 9-yard completion. 2nd down and 1. At the end of the ball game, we'll have all the final stats for you on the Misco Sports Post-Game Show, and that might take an extra minute to figure out because Wood River is going to be close to 500 yards. They had 365 in the first half. Second down and 1. Now Benj out of the shotgun on 2nd and 1. Fakes the slant, now goes deep for Rivera, and it is incomplete down at the 10-yard line. And again, it was the corner, Michael Gibbon, on the play. Gibbon has been doing a great job at that corner position. They have went at him a lot tonight, and they were trying the double move there with Logan Rivera, and it came up empty. But again, it was 2nd and 1, so they had a chance to try something. It did not work out, and now it's 3rd down and 1 for the Buffaloes. They are at the Wood River 36-yard line as the clock continues to tick. 7:15 to go, 49-14, Wood River. If Gibbon scores, though, we'd go back to the conventional timing. Here comes the all-out blitz, and it is going to be a quarterback sneak. And Benj has the first down, and a quarterback sneak against an all-out blitz doesn't always turn out to be the best thing. He gets a 5-yard gain, and there was really only one man to tackle him. And a good job there. I think it was Martin that might have brought him down. So a 5-yard gain on the quarterback keeper. Benj has 26 yards on 5 carries tonight. And unofficially, that's 17 first downs for Gibbon. So fresh set of downs, ball just outside the 30-yard line. Benj will be out of the shotgun. Looks for Rivera to the right side, throws it up, one-on-one, comes back, makes the catch inside the 10, and brought down at the 8-yard line. Little contact with Gibbon, and that time Rivera was able to win that battle, and it's going to be a 23-yard reception, and that'll bring up first down and goal for Gibbon. So the Buffaloes were down 49-0, and they're 8 yards away from making it 49-20. If they can get into the end zone again, down to 6 minutes to go in this football game. So let's see what Coach Jeff Montgomery has designed. And of course, as this game winds down, I think we've got a bit of information that we'll pass along to you here. 1st and goal at the 9. Here is the fake, and rolling to his right. Benj wants to throw to the end zone for cutback, and it is incomplete. So it'll be 2nd down and goal. Ball marked between the 8 and the 9-yard line. And Gibbon still battling. Give them credit. They're showing some pride. Right now the goal is to get the clock stopped, get it inside 35 points, and they're 8 yards away from doing that. 2nd down and goal. Benj has cutback split out to the left. Rivera to the right. Clark behind him. He's under center. Drops straight back to pass. Fade pattern to cutback. His tall receiver, and it is caught. Touchdown, Gibbon. An 8-yard touchdown pass from Cody Benj to Bryce Cutback. Cuts it to 49-20 with 5:07 to go. And now we're back to playing regulation football as far as the clock goes. And even though it hasn't been a great season for the Buffaloes, they continue to battle here for Coach Montgomery and the crew on this cold night. And now they'll line up and go for the 2-point conversion. And Benj on the 2-point conversion has the Maryland eye behind him. He's going to hand it off. No, the ball's fumbled. Tried to hand it off on the stretch play to his backup running back, Ryan Hatcher, and the 2-point conversion is no good. 5:07 to go in the game. It's Wood River 49 and Gibbon 20 on Power 99.
Can custom design a website just for you, your company, or your organization. EWC builds your website with you and your needs in mind. See for yourself by looking at our references on EliteWebConcepts.com.
And given a little pooch kick, and it's going to roll around for a while. Wood River finally picks it up, and it's Johnny Martin on the far side, and up the field he comes, 20, 25, 30, and an ankle tackle to bring him down. The tackle made by Riley Cremosta, and Martin's going to get out to about the 35-yard line, 1st down and 10. Very rarely do you see the running clock where somebody gets up by more than 35 and then somebody is able to come back, and that's the case tonight for Gibbon. And again, I guess it just kind of emphasizes what I've been preaching the whole first half. The team had been moving the football. Well, finally they don't turn it over, and they're getting into the end zone, 49-20. And Wood River going to bring their starters back out there. And on the first play, we're going to get a penalty flag. And the officials just doing their job. But, of course, the fans that are sitting here freezing would say, would you just keep the flag in your pocket? But they are definitely doing their job here, and it's illegal procedure against Wood River. And that will be their 5th penalty of the ball game. It's not like we've had a ton of penalties, 5 on each team. Again, the scoreboard show coming up midway CDJ when we sign off here back at the Power 99 studios. All the scores from the area tonight. And getting ready for the playoffs next week. C and D on Thursday, A and B on Friday. And back to pass. Bossert actually going to throw the football. It's complete to Skylar Wissing at the 35. Breaks a tackle 40, 45, 50. And Clark will drag him down from behind at the 46-yard line. That is a 24-yard completion for Mitch Bossert. And another first down for the Eagles. And they will get the ball marked, and I think they kept them in bounds. So 4:49, and we'll see the clock run again here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Wood River not wasting much time, but coming out and making sure that Gibbon didn't put 10 guys in the box. They threw it on first down. Now Bossert to Johnny Martin. That fullback trap off the left side. He'll come across the 45 down to the 42-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 4 on the play for Martin, the game's leading rusher. 142 yards on just 11 carries tonight. 2 touchdowns. Touchdown runs of 40 and 53 yards. So it'll be second down and 4 yards to go up to the 42, 41-yard line. 49-20, Wood River with the lead. Bossert back to pass again here. He's going to throw it for, again, Seth Bossert, and this one is incomplete, but we're going to have some contact and a penalty flag. It looks like we're going to get some pass interference over there. Colt Benge and Cody Benge were there, and somebody got tangled up. As we said, for all the passes tonight, we hadn't seen a pass interference flag. It looks like that's going to change right here, though. And pass interference going to go on Gibbon. A 15-yard penalty and another Wood River first down.
That penalty will move the ball 15 yards from the original line.
That is the 6th penalty for 50 yards against Gibbon, and the ball will be marched off all the way down to the Gibbon 26-yard line. So Wood River wants to come out and put another score on the board here with just over 4 minutes to go in this ball game. 49-20 Wood River. It was 49-0. The younger kids came in, gave up a couple of scores, including one on a block punt. And now back to the starters in there. They'll hand it to Johnny Martin right up the middle, and Martin will be rode to the ground there by Sean Mitchell. A minimal gain down to the 24-yard line, we'll say. A couple of yards on the play for Martin. Earlier today, some scores on ESPN 1460, one of the big games in the area. It was Elm Creek 28, Cambridge 21. Kearney Catholic beat Dundee County today, 58-26. Elwood knocked off Eustis Farnham 42-36 in double overtime. And on second down, Bossert back to pass again. Looking, throwing for the end zone for Seth, and it is caught in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Wood River. The second touchdown connection tonight from Mitch Bossert to Seth Bossert. The first one was for 79 yards, the second one for 24, and that'll make it 55-20 with 3:21 to go in this football game. So Gibbon will get the ball back here in just a moment. But first, McTavish is in for the extra point. Back up by 35, so whether he makes it or not, the clock's going to run. Wood River late getting somebody on. Somebody started to run on, then they run off. And there's a penalty flag, and the extra point kick is good, but they're going to have to do it again. And I don't know why they threw the penalty flag, because Wood River only had 10 guys on the field. They saw a youngster run in, and they call it illegal procedure because he was trying to get off the field. I'll have to talk to some of the officials and find out about that, because he was just trying to run off the field. Nobody else was in motion, so they'll re-kick the ball anyway. 55-20 with 3:21 to go in this football game. Everybody's been involved offensively for Wood River. Now McTavish from 5 yards farther back. The kick is away, and the kick is still good. So 3:21 to go in the game. It is the Wood River Eagles 56, the Gibbon Buffaloes 20. More football after this on Power 99, KKPR FM, Kearney, Gibbon, Wood River. And again, we want to say a big thank you to Athletic Director Ben Egger here at Wood River, and, of course, all the fine folks for their hospitality. Always like coming over to Wood River. I think the Flies like it more than we do, but there's more of them than there is us. As Wood River is going to improve to 6-2. They're lost to two playoff teams in Gothenburg and Minden. And Gibbon will end the season at 1-7. Here's a short kick taken at the 35-yard line by the up man. 40-45 and pushed out of bounds there on the return for the Buffaloes. Anytime it's an up man, you got to double check to see who it is. That time it was Riley Cremosta. So 1st and 10 for Gibbon. They'll have the ball at their own 45-yard line. And again, we'll have that running clock. So unless Gibbon strikes on a big play, this will probably be it. And once again, we're going to see some new faces into the football game here for Wood River. So you got a lot of second-teamers out there, a lot of youngsters running around out there, like Trace Armstrong, a 115-pound freshman. And it's still going to be the first-team offense. Bench, pump fake goes deep for Rivera. It's caught at the 30, down to the 25, and he is going to be brought down inside the 20 by Brock Baxter. So Gibbon's not going to quit. They're going to keep getting the ball down the field. And that's going to mark the ball right about the 15, it looks like. And that's a 40-yard pass, so that's going to extend the passing yardage and the impressive numbers tonight for the quarterback Cody Benj, who will be back for Gibbon next year, just a junior. 1st down and 10. Gibbon wants to answer right back here with 2.5 to go in the football game, down 56-20. Benj out of the shotgun, looking left. Pump fake, throws to the end zone, into double coverage. It's intercepted. And Brock Baxter is going to make the interception, and the tackle made as they were trying to go to Wallace, and then Wallace kind of got put in an unfortunate situation. He's going to get flagged 15 yards here for a late hit. But Baxter intercepted it in the end zone and then was expecting the whistle to blow the play dead here in high school. And then Wallace was looking at him, and he goes, well, he's not kneeling, so I better tackle him. And the same time he went to tackle him, Baxter started to kneel, and so they're going to call him for a personal foul. And, well, it wasn't. It just flat out wasn't. He was trying to do what you're taught to do and you're coached to do, and Baxter didn't go down immediately, so Wallace went to tackle him. And it'll be a 15-yard penalty, but the bottom line is it's an interception for Brock Baxter, and that's the 4th turnover tonight for Gibbon. So the 15-yard penalty will move it out to the 35-yard line. And Wood River only has to run very few plays now with that running clock, and they've got some backups in there again, and again a penalty flag. Well, evidently the referees don't have any place they want to be tonight. They must have the thermals on. They're comfortable. And we're going to have a dead ball offsides on Gibbon. So offsides on the Buffaloes. We'll get 1st down and 5. Well, no. He signaled offsides, and now they move the ball back 5 yards. So I think he's going to have to tell us again. Lining up in the neutral zone on the offense is the call. So another 5 yards on Wood River. It'll be 1st down and 15, but it's all meaningless at this point. It's 56-20 Wood River. Misco Sports postgame show is coming up. Again, Powell in at the quarterback for the Eagles. He'll turn and hand it off to Brock Baxter, who was in there for a couple of offensive series. And he'll push the ball up near the 34-yard line. Going to be a gain of 4 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down and 6. Under 2 minutes to go. 56-20. 2nd down and 11, because of the penalty. Still a 4-yard gain. Ball at the 34. Both teams subbing in a little bit here as we play out the string. And again, we want to thank the many fine sponsors for allowing us to be here tonight and bring you high school football action. Playoffs start Thursday. Wood River most likely going to be on the road. Most possible scenarios, Minden or Mitchell. And now a delay of game penalty is going to be called on Wood River.
Delay of game against Wood River. That dead ball penalty will move the ball back 5 yards.
So a 5-yard penalty, and as soon as they spot it, the clock will run again. Not a whole lot to tell you at this point, except it was a big first half, 42-0 for Wood River. And they scored 90 seconds into the third quarter to go up 49-0. But Gibbon came back, scored 20 straight points. And then Wood River put their starters back in and tacked in that last touchdown. So it's 56-20. Powell, the quarterback, he's going to toss it to Baxter on the right side. Got a little running room, 30, 35, and he'll bring it out near the 40-yard line. Looks like they'll bring him down about the 39. That's going to be a 10-yard gain for Baxter. Mitchell in on the tackle. R.J. DeLeon among those out there leading the way on the block. And it's 3rd down and 7, under a minute to go here on this final Friday night of the regular season. To all the teams like Gibbon that will see their season come to an end. We'll see them when we get to basketball and wrestling. And for the teams like Wood River moving on to the playoffs, we hope they go deep into the playoffs and do very well. Powell, just a quarterback sneak to help run the last play of this football game. He'll sneak it up to about the 44-yard line. That's a 5-yard gain, and that should be the final play of this football game. It will be if that's what Wood River wants. If Wood River wants it to be the final play of the game, then it shall be, as the play clock is blown with 20 seconds to go.
4th down and 1.
4th down coming up. Of course, the youngsters from Wood River want to hustle up there and run one more play. They come up to the line with 10 seconds. They've got a chance here to run a play. But I think Powell looks to the sideline. They might have told him not to run the play. And so he'll just stand there and let the clock run out. And this football game has become a final. The final score, the Wood River Eagles 56 and the Gibbon Buffaloes 20. And out of respect for Coach Montgomery, we told him we would hold off on this. But Jeff told us that this will be his final football game as the head coach of the Gibbon Buffaloes. Maybe 1-yard Tyson Brown. Then after the Lucas Bossert interception, the very next play, a 40-yard touchdown run, Johnny Martin made it 14-0 at the 4:40 mark. Then after Johnny Martin picked off a